Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, heel faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz, that's Draven Grimes, this is HSP, and tonight we're talking Bad Blood pay-per-view. PLE was this past Saturday. We're going to give you all our thoughts on it right after this.
Cool! Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain.
Alright. What you doing, man?
My hand hurts.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Oh, shit. We'll get into this in a second. So, I ended up having to punch a leprechaun today. And it wasn't over his Lucky Charms. No. Me and Finn can actually almost see eye to eye.
Almost.
No. This cunt. This fucking douche nozzle. Okay, so let me give you the backstory. In my area of work, it's usually good if you do your job correctly, so we don't have to go back and deal with customers' complaints, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Or just any customer service job. Well, this just leprechaun, I don't want to put names out there right now, since day one after being trained, has not done anything fucking right.
What?
And now he's been going for about a month now by himself. And in this month, just myself, has had to go and fix 13, as of today, 13 of his fuck-ups. That's not including the other 2 techs that we have. So, homeboy shows up this morning. He left his truck unsecured, which is a massive no-no. That is a huge fine in the state of Florida, considering the chemicals that we potentially carry in our trucks. And he basically said, fuck you to me. He didn't give a fuck about what I had to say. He didn't really care about what the boss had to say. He decided to shoulder check me twice. He was very disrespectful. But the one thing that set me off...
Did you just say he decided to shoulder check you a couple of times?
Yes, we went through this morning. I told you all about this. He pushed right through me. Shoulder check. Twice. But as he was told to go home, because he is no longer employed, I don't know if it was intentional, but I took it as such. Little tiny leprechaun decided to spit in my direction and just happened to spit directly on my boot. I already had a shit warning. I'm gonna let it go. Boss looks at me and says, "You gonna take that?" I said, "I really don't want to." He said, "I ain't gonna see anything." Bow! Little leprechaun pulled a Vince McMahon and fell on his ass from one punch. Little leprechaun proceeded to cry, proceeded to get up and talk mad shit all the way to his parents' vehicle, because he don't have a vehicle of his own, and was talking mad shit all the way out of the parking lot. That is how my morning started. My hand hurts, and the fact I fucking punched my other hand, it hurts again, even more.
What hand did you hit him with?
My right one,
good
of course.
Overhand, right?
More of a straight one. I mean, if I went overhand, I would have missed him completely because he's like fucking 4 foot nothing.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Like when I say leprechaun, like has the fucking like red beard, has the short hair, it's like fucking 4 foot tall. Like leprechaun.
Does he ask off for St. Patrick's Day?
We didn't get that far in life. We didn't get that far in life. So, real quick before I ask you how you're doing, I want to take a quick minute to talk to our fans over there on the Gulf Coast of Florida right now with Hurricane Milton. As of right now, 8:05 p.m. Monday night, it's sustaining winds at 180 miles an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, this is no fucking joke. They're talking. This is more devastating than Hurricane Andrew was back in '92. Now, you were alive back in '92 when this hit.
Oh yeah, I remember it well.
Fucking devastating. I was too young to remember this one, but I have pictures of my town from the devastation. This is bigger than Andrew. Please don't be Brody. Please don't act badass. Get out. If you're in Tampa, Naples, anywhere on that Gulf Coast, and you're in the direct path of this storm, leave. It is not worth your fucking life.
100%.
So, with that being said, thoughts and prayers to fans, family, and friends all over on the Gulf Coast. Prayers are with you. So, I just want to go ahead and get that off the top of the hour. This is a very dangerous storm, and we're not even in direct path, and we're under hurricane warning this far up north. So, that should tell you something.
Yeah. Batten them down. Get the hell out.
Yeah, nothing in your life is worth your life. Like no piece of property, no material goods. Just get in your car and leave. That's the best thing you can do. So yeah. So with that being said, my guy, how are you doing today?
You know, for a Monday, I guess it was okay. Nothing too crazy.
You didn't punch a leprechaun?
I did not. I'm kind of jealous because my day was really kind of boring and mundane. Like I didn't come across any mythological creatures to punch. Like nothing.
We've got to find you a leprechaun.
Got to.
All right. So what's up?
A hot midget will suffice. But,
dude, speaking of hot midgets, this is completely off fucking kilter.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
So I'm scrolling through the gram. I'm about to find the post for you. But do you remember that one midget Instagram model that we follow?
Uh-huh.
The one that has the OnlyFans.
Uh-huh.
Did you see that she set a Guinness World Record?
No. For what?
Do you want to guess?
I need to be told. I need to be told.
So she got the Guinness World Record for being able to take the longest, thickest dildo. It's
hold on a minute.
Go ahead.
This is a little person, right? This is a midget. It's a midget, a dwarf.
You know who I'm talking about. I can't remember her name right offhand. There's so many people on my Instagram.
And this much smaller than average person
smaller
set the world record for taking the biggest dildo.
Yes sir. Yes sir, she did. I
got so many questions.
I just want to see it. I want to see it happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best to find it while we're on air tonight talking about this.
Oh my god. That just defies physics. Like that defies physics.
Considering the size of this,
that's what I'm saying. If it's the biggest ever, and I've seen big ones, that
That's who it was. That's who it was.
What's your name start with?
It's Meg Banks. I'm gonna send you the. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm sending it to you. It's sent to you now. You can deal with this later. Yeah. This is a thing. I don't know why. I don't know why this is a thing, and this is more interesting than what we were going to talk about tonight. But
it certainly is. It's definitely more important, more interesting. Where'd you send it?
I sent it to the Hill Shit Podcast Instagram.
Oh, the Instagram. Oh,
it's on Instagram. So,
excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Let's see.
You can't actually see it, but you get the article. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. You remember her?
Yep. I does it show the actual object, not the act, but does it show the dildo in question?
There was one. I'm looking for it. Give me a few. Give me a few to find it.
We're conducting the research, ladies and gentlemen. This is important.
We can talk about the fucking thing as we're doing this.
All right, let's talk pay-per-view.
So
Bad Blood was this past week. Straight from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh.
And
dude, how many rappers did they pay off to be there?
Yeah, all of them. All of them.
Jesus.
Like the first 2 rows around the ring were either Hall of Famers or rappers. And Gage Goldberg.
And Goldberg.
He's all fair.
He's everywhere. Where the fuck is it?
I find this. All right, let's put a pin in
this. This is a. Yeah, okay.
Let's put a pin in that. We'll search for it. You can search for it over the commercial break.
Bro, you couldn't even put this bottle in her at this point. How big that motherfucker was. You understand? You was talking about put a pin in her.
Good God!
What's wrong with you?
This is. I'm interested for animal cruelty purposes. I just want to make sure everything came out okay.
Well, what
does PETA need to be involved? Fuck. Fuck me.
You're probably tighter than her.
I'm going to hell. Oh, now for sure.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right, compose. Oh, fuck. Compose.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay, so I don't think I want to do
this. She's so
this.
small you can like see the outline of the thing going in and out of her, like the entire width and length of the thing pushing through her guts.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
All right.
I can't do it. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. My eyeballs are leaking.
My apologies to anybody who didn't want that image, but I had it, so now you have to. Oh my God.
Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it tonight. I don't feel like we need to do this in order as the matches.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it from
who gives a fuck
to what we consider was the best match. And for that reason, the match that we're going to talk about first is Nia Jax versus Bayley. Single piece.
First,
he said his piece.
That sigh was about all there was to say about it. It was It was bullshit. It's like Bailey is now just a tool for them to push this Tiffany Stratton cash in. I imagine she is going to be the next long-term women's champion. But no, typical Nia Jax match. I mean,
It was one of her better matches, I will say.
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
I will say it was one of her better ones, considering who she's working. We could tell who was carrying the fucking match. I want to know who produced it, though. I haven't found out who produced this one yet.
I want to know who's still letting Nia sling people around, because she's reckless as fuck. Like, they say that Bailey got thrown into the barricade. No, she got thrown into the fucking corner where the fucking concrete is and the mat. Like, Nia Jax is just dangerous, man.
She is, but I will say, she kind of look a little bit better. She's a little bit better. She got into some shape. She got a little bit of better shape now.
I don't know.
Look,
I don't know.
I want you to think about it. Before, for like a 7-minute match, she was blown to hell.
No, she's definitely in better
that's what I'm saying.
cardiovascular shape. Yes.
Well, I mean, she lost a good weight too. I'm just saying. But I'm right there with you.
Look past her botches to see how hot she is.
Yeah.
But it seemed like, I mean, you sent me a voice message through that match, and it was like, she has botched everything so far.
She has.
Everything.
That should tell you something. If I'm saying this is one of her better matches. So, all right.
Garbage. Bailey should be the champion.
I agree with that. I agree with that since WrestleMania. But Nia Jax went over 14 minutes, 10 seconds. It was my piss break match. Actually, this was my I'm going to make dinner for everybody in the fucking house because that's what everybody fucking wanted me to do. Jackasses. Oh, yeah. I went to Rip's house for the weekend and watched the pay-per-view there. So,
sweet.
Good time. Good times. I was the only sober one there. Good times.
Damn. I'm definitely going to have to write down with you because you're going to find me sober at the end of something like that.
I'm going back down on the 26th for that show in Miami.
Oh, well, I'm not going to Miami.
But you'll get to see the see-through pants again.
I'm good.
You say that. You're gonna be asking people. You say that and be like, Raven, send me pictures. Not of your cock.
God damn it, Raven. That's not good shit, pal.
Oh, this show's gone to hell. This show's gone to hell.
Christ, we've hit telepathy time. Jesus Christ.
All right.
That's that wavelength shit. All right. Next match.
Next match. For the World's Women's Championship, Rhea and Liv.
Who the fuck cares about Raquel Rodriguez? Who the fuck? How are they gonna ruin a perfectly good world title match with this goddamn no talent? She's got physical talent. She's got physical talents. She's a garbage performer. I'm sorry. No one gives a fuck about Raquel Rodriguez, no matter how many times they try to cram Raquel Rodriguez down our fucking throat. And if I see this bitch try to show off her bird wing back like it's something impressive, I swear to Christ. This bitch comes out and she flares her shit like it's anything. It's... Bitch, I can still see your ribs. You ain't got... You might have hit the lats on the side, but you missed all of them in the back.
Oh,
What
oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was mean. That was mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Can we talk about the match now?
No, I'm fucking not sorry. No, fuck this. All right? It's not her fault, and I'm sorry that she has to catch the brunt of this. But god damn it, no one gives a fuck about Raquel Rodriguez. All right?
Oh, my eyes are leaking again. Oh. So in other words, we saw what Dirty Dom would look like as a pinata, so that was something.
That was something. That was something. I bet
I
that
will say,
fall was scary as shit the first time he had to do it.
dude, what if that was the first time he had to do it?
I'd be like, is my leg gonna stay attached? Like, what is happening here? That was cool.
Dude, at first I thought it was a botch. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
he sold it well. He
really
well.
did. No, he plays his character great. I mean, there's no doubt that he does what he does great, and it makes me sick. But that's what it's supposed to do. Like, he looks like a walking turd. He looks disgusting.
Yep. Now, just imagine about 3 or 4 years when he's just like setting this heel character, and they flip him babyface out of necessity. They find a heel that's even more snarky than him.
But he just looks greasy all the time, man. He looks like Dirty Sanchez. He looks like
he looks how a black ice air freshener smells.
Yes.
We know. We've gone through this. That's why he gets at least 2 or 3 bottles a week from Diddy. He's greasy.
All right.
He's greasy.
So,
but
at the end of this perfectly good championship match, now I will say that I'm not sure about the ref saying that, like, when she was like, just give me a minute, and she was like, I don't blame you, get on, like, don't worry about the 10 count, don't worry about anything, like, that's cool.
That referee was awesome.
Yeah,
that was awesome. And I will say, up to the fucking Raquel bullshit, it was a damn good match.
It is. Those two have chemistry, and Liv, she's the most improved star over the past couple of years. She's legit now. And God, they both looked.
That's a little bit of yum get you some, so to speak. Yeah.
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 All right. So anyway, couple of cool spots. Of course, what we just talked about, Mysterio was up in a shark cage. He somehow broke the lock. He picked the lock, I guess. And
he knows how to do that shit. He went to prison.
And because they had not only locked him in, but they had shackled and chained him in, he falls out and is hanging by his ankle, chained to the shark cage. And Rhea goes and finds a kendo stick and proceeds to pinata him. And it was glorious. And then Raquel comes out and attacks her, and she wins by disqualification and all that horse shit.
You know what made it just as funny though, and it would never happen, but I wish it would have. Just randomly, Zelina Vega just fucking run out there with a fucking changla and just start trying to beat the fuck out of him while the rest of the LWO's trying to hold her back.
Oh God. She'll never be a personality that without a chancla again. She can't.
No, she's not that bitch over. And like, hot, my God, Malachi, brother, my brother in Devil Christ.
Yes, man.
You was such a lucky man.
You was
lucky man.
You was a pimp. All right. So before we move on to the next match, we're going to. As soon as I get my pen to work, we are going to go to some commercials. Havoc Energy Drink is the energy drink for gamers and streamers by gamers and streamers. Not only does it have the B vitamins and caffeine that you're used to in your energy drinks, but it also has a healthy dose of creatine for mental acuity to help you win that next game or focus through that next stream. Go to tryhavocenergy.com, enter the code HSP10 at checkout for 10% off your order. Again, go to tryhavocenergy.com, enter the code HSP10 at checkout for 10% off your order. Can't beat that shit. Now, if you use the link in the description, you can get 4 free months from your Amazon Music Unlimited subscription. It's only $9.99 a month after that. You can cancel anytime. Get unlimited access to over 100 million songs at the click of a button and get your first 4 months on us using the link in the description. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff.
Sorry, I was trying to compose myself from the midget thing earlier. All right.
I bet she was too.
But all right, next match.
God, I'm so fucking gray right.
What?
I'm so fucking gray right. Ridiculous.
Dude, that's wisdom. That is all wisdom, my guy.
It's like a stripe. It looks like I don't have any hair here, but it's thick ass gray hair. But it's just a whole stripe of it. Like God was like, nah.
What the fuck are we doing here?
I don't fucking know. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Something do a podcast. Got it. All right. Next match was Damien versus Balor. Your thoughts, Seth?
Thought it was a good match. I think it was predictable towards the end. I mean, that's the only thing I don't like about heel factions is that they can. It's like all of them individually become shit. That's the problem. Is I don't want to get into a situation where we have to run in every match for us to be legitimate. Like it's that to me just makes none of them individually imposing.
But I want you to think about it. In the last 2 years now, going on 2 years, when have we ever had to do that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like how they book heel factions sometimes, because it to me, the power of the whole is the only thing that's intimidating. Like the individuals in the faction, they like Finn Balor all of a sudden becomes an upper mid carder when he joins a faction as far as talent because he can't finish anybody without his faction.
Right. I understand. This is the one match I did call wrong. I thought they were going to continue this feud going into Survivor Series somehow. Finn did say on a post-show interview that it's far from over. But I don't know, where do you really go from here? I mean, you had the blow off basically. Damien got over. So unless it's going to be like where Damien's going for a number 1 contender spot or like some championship and Balor screws him over, that's the only way you can really continue it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They have good chemistry. They always have since their first show in NXT together. I feel this one kind of shows Balor's age a little bit more, though. He just seemed a little. It seems like he's just trying to tone it down just a hair.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, well, realistically, think about it. He joined NXT in 2014. He's been with the company for 10 years. And it don't seem that long. It really doesn't.
It does not. Yeah.
And that's the thing with people like Bayley and Becky and Shinsuke. And it seems like it's only like 2-3 years ago we saw him in NXT.
Right. Yep.
So
Time flies. Time flies. So do you think that Priest and Ripley will stay together?
No. During the post show, whatever the fuck it was, which we're going to get to a couple comments from that. Priest did say that they're going to be going their separate ways now to kind of pursue their own individual goals.
Okay.
So, but
So
it's wrestling.
Where does the Rhea Liv thing go from here then? Because the
It's
Judgment
gotta
Day
go.
is always going to be around Liv.
Cage match?
Yeah.
Because they just did Hell in a Cell. And it's too soon to do another one, especially
Sure.
with the way they portrayed this Hell in a Cell. So I'd say it goes to a cage, perhaps. I mean, the perfect opportunity is at War Games because the cage is already going to be there.
Maybe Rhea becomes the first female member of the Bloodline because she joined up with Jey Uso.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going to get to the Bloodline shit in just a few. But yeah, Damien went over on Balor. Good match, good solid match.
Yeah.
Something you would see on any main event of Raw, really. That's what it felt like. So yeah. So I'm going to leave it up to you. What's the match we're going to talk about last?
Well, I think we got to talk
because we got talking points on both of these.
I think we have to save the Bloodline for last because of what happened to close the show.
All right, that's fine. So this match actually opened the show, which I kind of thought surprising. I thought it'd be at least semi-main, but I'm glad they did. It kind of set the tone for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Hell in a Cell. I did go back and watch this today. Matter of fact, I just got through watching it an hour ago. This is what Hell in a Cell should be. It's like Hunter said at the scrummage, whatever the fuck it is, the post show shit. Hell in a Cell was created and designed for feuds to end. It wasn't supposed to become a fucking toy. Essentially, It wasn't supposed to become an accessory or a prop for a match. It was supposed to be the finality of a feud, and once it goes in Hell in a Cell,
completely ruthless feud, like not just any feud.
And boy, was this fucking feud ruthless.
Yes, it was.
They got some fucking personal shit in there. And they got some fucking personal shit in this match too. Did you ever go back and rewatch it? Because I know you started the pay-per-view late because we got the wrong fucking times for start time.
How the hell that happened, but
that was weird.
It started at 6. I don't get that, but I mean, it was fine. I was glad it kind of ended with some time to chill after, but
yeah. So
you did not go back and watch it. I saw the last 3 minutes of it.
Okay. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, which we're going to talk about again tomorrow. The toolbox shot that split McIntyre open. I watched it a few times from a couple of different angles. It was a planned spot. But sometimes shit goes sideways. Sometimes shit goes wrong. And this is just one of those examples where we know the risk when we go in there.
Right.
We know the risk of injury. And this was just one of those things. Did it add to the match? Absolutely it did. It added another level of brutality.
What happened? Did they accidentally catch a corner?
Yes. And it basically slid him from here to about the top of his head, costing him 16 staples. And he was gushing.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, Eddie Guerrero JBL bullrope match gushing. Luckily, they didn't fucking take any kid aspirin or anything to thin out their blood, so it was able to.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, until Punk took a wrench to it. Anyway, this match was beautiful. This was a work of art. This was how I envisioned this match to be. Brutal, barbaric, a means to an end.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of notable spots. The superplex from the apron into a table, carved both of them up. The table literally fucking exploded. Obviously the toolbox shot wasn't supposed to be that bad. Drew missing the Claymore and landing on the steel stairs, which he kind of fucked up on that a little bit. He didn't get all the way on the stairs, so only his lower back caught the corner of it. But that was the spot right at the end. I don't know if you saw that, where he missed the Claymore and Punk got the GTS for the win.
Was that right when that it was off of that he shoved the beads into his mouth and then picked them up? Yeah. Yes.
So there was all that. Everything else was wasn't really as far as maneuvers or anything like that. They were telling the story of how much they hated each other. It's really hard to put into words. My best advice is just to go back and watch it. I will say it's about a half hour bell to bell, so prepare yourself for that. But there was really no wasted motion. There was no, oh fuck, I'm lost. There was no what do we do next? It was beautifully done. I'm glad it's over now. That way we can move forward with other feuds, because as much as I like seeing these two work, I want to see McIntyre work other people. I want to see Punk work other people. I want to see where they go in the future.
How do you feel Punk looked? Because he hasn't had really any matches since coming back, really. I mean, there's just a couple.
And that's my problem, because the matches he's had have all been against McIntyre.
Yeah.
Did
he look like did he gas? Did he look sprightly? Like,
fuck. I mean, after 12 minutes in the Hell in a Cell, you're going to be gassed.
Oh fuck yeah.
I mean, that's just part of it.
Oh yeah. Sure.
There was no point.
I'm asking. Did he look like?
Yeah.
Did he look rusty? Did he look out of shape? Did he look?
No, okay. He did not look out of shape at all. He wasn't rusty. This is a completely different looking Punk than what we saw towards the end of his AEW run.
Yes.
All the botches back and forth and shit like that. None of that. And he wasn't trying to keep up. They were both at a pace where they were able to climb up together to that climax, so to speak, and finish off the night. I will put it up there, top 5 Hell in a Cells. My opinion. Number 1 is always going to be Shawn and Taker. Number 2 will be Triple H and Undertaker. Number 3 would be probably Shawn and Triple H Bad Blood 04. I'd put this one at number 4, and then I would put Cactus Jack Triple H number 5. Sorry, yeah. Good shit.
Yeah, no,
but what about Foley and Taker? Well, here's the thing about it. Yes, it's iconic. But the problem is, I wanted to see what the actual match was supposed to do, not what ended up happening.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Like, falling through the cage was not part of it, and they were supposed to do a whole bunch of other shit. I wanted to see what that was.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we go into the last match, let's step away for a word from a sponsor.
Vodka Evolved Castell. Indulge in the Red Revolution.
All right, we are back. All right.
Yes.
So that leaves us with one match. What we got?
Did you say one move?
I might have.
Listen here. I got at least 6 moves. Okay.
Shit. I mean, I wish if I could narrow mine down to 3, I would.
I could probably narrow it down to 3. All right. So the main event of the show, which is the main event of tonight. Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu representing the Wish.com bloodline
Mm-hmm.
versus the current reigning, defending, undisputed WWE champion. So glad I ain't got to put all those extra words in it anymore. Cody Rhodes. And he's yours. He's mine. He's all of yours. He is the original. He is the only tribal chief. Roman Reigns. Tag team match, main event. Your thoughts?
Really entertaining. I enjoyed this match. Fucking Roman is cut like I've never seen him before. He's leaner than I've ever seen him. But he looks a little bit smaller. Like he's more defined, but he looked a little smaller. So I don't know what that's about. But he looked great. He looked fucking phenomenal. He moved great in the ring. Cody was always good in the ring. And the weak link in this match was Solo.
I have to agree with that. I will say the chemistry that Roman and Cody had in this tag team match surprised the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
They just played off each other so damn well. And I enjoyed every fucking bit of it. And you're right. Jacob looked fucking amazing. Cody looked
Jacob
good.
has never let me down in a match. Like he's never been like the odd man.
No.
Like he always shows up and shows out. And he and when I saw him the first time on WWE TV, I was shocked as fuck. I hadn't seen him since he lost all the weight and everything. Dude looks phenomenal.
And he's lost more weight since his fucking debut. Go look at his when he debuted and look at him the other night.
Yeah, he looks phenomenal. He's always been out of this world athletic.
Yeah, he's definitely trimmed down on his fucking. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing it right. Fucking jealous, man. I am so fucking jealous of this shit.
These two, I sent you a voicemail message saying there's no doubt who the top 2 guys in this company are because they both had special entrances and nobody else got anything cool. Like, I loved both entrances. I love Cody's fucking mask when he uses that on special occasions. That fucking the skull helmet that he puts on. I love that shit.
How did you feel about that new coat he brought out with the sleeveless coat? How did that feel for you?
Yeah. I thought something looked... I didn't even notice, but I knew something looked off.
It did feel off. I was wanting to make sure we were on the same page with that. And I know that's one of those like really minute things to bitch and complain over. Man. It is, especially when you're supposed to be the head of the company.
Yeah, but that helmet, man, I love that fucking helmet.
So let me ask you this real quick before we really get deep into the match. With those 2 entrances that Roman and Cody had, do you feel they would have been as impactful as they were had they not filmed that little vignette a couple weeks back in the football field? Going through the history of why Roman was a Georgia guy and why Cody was a Georgia guy.
Yeah, it certainly it certainly helps to know that. You know, it would have been cool, you know, to play him out with the band anyway, and just said something like, you know, where Cody went to, you know, wherever. But yeah, it helped to have all that backstory.
Yes, it did. and I feel they told it fucking beautiful. Dude, that was one of the best shot things I've ever seen in cinema. Period.
Hmm.
Not just wrestling, just cinema in general. So getting into this match, I really, like I said, I love the chemistry that Roman and Cody had.
Yes.
Like the way they played off each other. I really felt that during the time of this match, they actually kept their word as far as watching each other's backs and shit.
And
But I gotta tell you,
I'm sorry. Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say they did a really good job making Roman feel like the special attraction.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
they're really like. I mean, I guess it could have been demanded, but Cody doesn't necessarily have to be cool with someone who's not the champion being like the guy, but it was done right. It was done beautifully. I was happy with it.
Dude, this is one of those few times in history of where the champion's no longer the main attraction. And it's that fucking aura Roman carries. He still carries himself as he was still the undisputed champion.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as he does that, I don't ever see anyone ever outshadowing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. So the actual match within the match between Solo and Roman,
Mm-hmm.
and we talked about this earlier, and you brought up a good point. Wouldn't Roman pinning Solo to finish the match, wouldn't that
Well,
give him?
let's get there. People
Okay.
haven't seen it and they didn't know who won. But
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all should know who the fuck won. Roman Reigns was in a match.
yeah,
Let's be fucking
it was a
real.
great match. I mean, Cody took a shit ton of heat. They got the hoped for pop on the hot tag.
Mm-hmm.
Great spot where Jacob Fatu was laying out on the announce table. And Cody went up top and he kind of looked back at Roman and said, "Pin that motherfucker," and he jumped off and splashed.
Not only did he pin him, he fucking gave a salute to him.
Yep.
Yep, and good shit. That story was told well. I still want to see one-on-one Jacob and Roman.
Yeah.
It's gotta fucking happen at some point.
They looked at a point where it looked like Solo was about to finish Roman, and then camera shot of a dude all in black. Winds up being Jimmy Uso, clears out the Tongans.
Yep.
Lets the distraction happen for Roman to hit the spear and the pin. It looks like Jimmy is back, and with Roman, they hugged it out. And then you want to tell us what happened after the bell?
So after the bell, we do get the embrace with Roman and Jimmy. Great fucking pop. Good feel-good moment. All right. So they go to leave. Cody's in the ring. Cody gets jumped by the bloodline once again. Roman and Jimmy sit at the entranceway, essentially. Jimmy's trying to get Roman to go get him. Roman's like, nope, match is over. I kept my word. Cooler heads prevailed. Jimmy got to Roman. They bum rushed, cleared out the bloodline. Roman grabbed the title, and it just looks so natural with him. It really does. At some point, the belt's got to go back on him. I'm sorry.
It will eventually.
It's got to. It's got to. It just Roman without a title just is it's weird. Not bad weird. It's just weird. Anyway, as Roman hands the belt back to Cody, If you smell, and the fucking arena fucking loses its roof. I'm fairly sure it's still sitting over there towards Macon somewhere. They're trying to get it back before the fucking hurricane comes through. Dwayne comes out for whatever reason with that fucking People's Championship. He doesn't fucking need it. I don't understand why.
I don't get it either.
I don't. And this is Dwayne as the final boss playing that whole gimmick still.
Mm-hmm.
The music comes down. He counts to 3, does the fucking neck slice, and about faces and walks out. No fucking words, no nothing. And that's how the pay-per-view closes.
Okay, now, before we get into post pay-per-view stuff, you want to talk about the Umafala?
Yes. So we had this. We'll only take a couple minutes on this one. We had this conversation earlier, and you brought up a good point, but I still feel that it needs to be talked about. So since Roman pinned Solo, doesn't that entitle him to regain the Ulafala?
And my argument was that no, they're probably gonna book it like it's a championship, and the match is gonna have to be for the Ulafala, however you say it.
So kind of like how they did with Jay and Roman with the tribal combat.
Yeah, probably.
I can't see how that's really going to work, considering this version of the Bloodline isn't about honor; it's more about fucking street rules. So I don't see it being as that. Maybe if they put it on the line at War Games.
Yeah, that could be it.
Well,
that doesn't make any sense either. Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's too soon. It's too soon for that. I do feel it's going to be Bloodline versus Bloodline Civil War at War Games 4-on-4.
For sure.
Obviously, Jay at some point is going to get pushed back into it, and they're going to figure out the fourth man. I still think it's going to be Brock Lesnar, considering they just added him back to the active roster this past week.
What?
Yeah, he's been added back to the active roster.
Oh, fuck.
Yep. And with Paul Heyman's return coming soon, and they're also teasing Paul Heyman turning on Roman after Royal Rumble. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But because I can't really see Roman winning the Royal Rumble. He's just too big for that.
Yeah.
Maybe they do the Ulafala thing at Royal Rumble. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely think it's either gonna be the crescendo of that feud, obviously. So whether it's a Bloodhound Rules match or whether it's a I Quit or Last Man Standing, at the very end, whoever wins is gonna snatch that thing. It's gonna. So I don't know. How much more legs does this feud have? Really? I think it's got a whole fresh new set of legs right now.
Yeah, I do too. But they're going to have to make the rest of the bloodline more credible, because Jacob, main eventer. Within the next 2 years, he's going to be a world champion in one of the brands.
The goddamn Tongans.
It's Tongaloa, more or less. It ain't really Tama Tonga. Yeah. Tama Tonga's solid.
Yeah. He's okay, and he's tiny.
But Tongaloa, he's the biggest he's ever been, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I mean, shit.
I don't think he's going to get much bigger.
Yeah, it's not possible. He's just a small guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tongaloa.
The only man I've ever seen fuck up a nut shot. Twice.
I can't believe it. Every time he's on camera, he fucks something up.
You're not fucking wrong either. Even when he retains a fucking title.
It's cringe. Like, I don't know, if I was anyone doing a promo against them, you would never hear the end of me saying how you didn't win that tag championship. It was handed to you, son. Like,
Legitimately fucking handed to you.
God.
So let's get into the post show stuff. Right off the rip, before we talk about the post show scrum, media scrum bullshit, let's talk about this heel turn that they're solely relying on the fans and the fucking fan cams for. This feels new, and I like this feeling.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Cody was going to his bus, greeting fans as he's going. A fucking Lamborghini of all things pulled up. This is the only thing I don't fucking believe, that this motherfucker has a Lamborghini. Kevin Owens comes out of this Lamborghini and he walks over to Cody and they proceed to have words. Well, these words got angry. These words got vicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, Kevin attacks Cody, beats the shit out of him, gets in his fucking Lamborghini and leaves. I like this. I like that they're depending on the fans to tell this story.
Mm. Yeah, no.
Fucking beautiful.
We knew it was coming, but the way they did it was definitely cool and unique.
It felt real. It
Yeah.
felt fucking real.
Yeah, for sure. Now, we talked about War Games slightly.
War Games.
Where do you think Rock fits in? Do you think he doesn't fit in until WrestleMania? Do you think it will be the final, the actual final boss at WrestleMania?
I think he's going to do something after the actual War Games match. I don't think he's going to get involved in it per se.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
and do you think... Because right now, everything points to him being against this Cody Roman thing.
Yes.
Can you see a swerve where he takes their side?
No, because he's drawing too much heat as a heel right now to fucking switch. He is what is replacing the Mr. McMahon character in WWE.
Yeah, that's true.
And I hate to put him in that thing, but he really is.
Yeah.
And he's drawing just as much heat. The way I see this planning, and we'll fantasy book real quick. The War Games match happens 4-on-4. I would say, just for the moment, Solo goes over in this fucking War Games match. Something happens where Roman gets incapacitated to the point that he can't fucking help anybody. Whether it's like handcuffed or tied up or something, because this version of the Bloodlines, like I said, is like a fucking street gang. So they're going to play street rules.
Yep.
That's where The Rock's going to come out. The SmackDown after kind of belittle Solo a little bit, since, he's the fucking tribal chief, and that's not how tribal chiefs fucking act. So at the Royal Rumble, you and Roman are going to battle for the right of the Ulafala. And he'll special guest referee that. Roman will win that, but will immediately get turned on by The Rock, which will set up Rock Roman WrestleMania for the Ulafala to be the one true tribal chief.
Nice.
Again, that's just fantasy booking. Nothing's confirmed.
Of course,
At least not here.
So you don't think Cody and the championship will be involved in the blow off for?
No, I feel for now that Roman and the Bloodline thing needs to get away from the WWE title. After WrestleMania, after he maximizes on this and he gets the rub from The Rock, they have Roman and Cody one more time at SummerSlam, if he even still has the title. And that's where Roman gets it back, regardless of who's the champion. And then I'll have one more good run.
I like it. Now, there's a different wrinkle happening next year that we got to take into account, and that's John Cena coming back. because I can't believe, and this is just, I just can't believe, as much as he's done for that company, that he doesn't win one more world title.
But it doesn't have to be the WWE.
No, of course it
title.
doesn't have to be. I'm just
So
saying,
I'm good.
does
I'm good.
Cena, does him coming back do anything with this whole Rock, Roman, Cody situation?
Maybe if it goes along the lines of Wish.com Bloodline gets into the match at WrestleMania with Rock and Roman, Cena makes the save for Roman against The Rock, and that sets them up for SummerSlam. So you'll get Rock Cena at SummerSlam. Because I feel for WrestleMania, it has to be Cena Orton. It has to be.
Okay.
The two biggest names of that generation on Cena's last WrestleMania. And for all we know, Orton's last WrestleMania, because we never know.
Yeah, never know. Yeah.
So that's how I feel that's going.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah. And if anything, you have that main event night one. If you really want to make it fucking interesting, have Orton win the fucking world title between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania and have Cena challenge for it.
Mm.
And if you want to give Cena that one last title run, that's where you do it.
I like it.
Covers all the boxes.
It definitely does.
Yep.
All right. Well, you got anything you want to go over on the media scrum?
Just the one thing that Triple H was asked about the whole African American not being on this PLE and blah blah blah.
Apparently hasn't been on the main show since WrestleMania. I don't think is, I guess, the argument.
The PLEs, yes.
Yes.
So here's the thing. Can you name me anybody on either roster right now that fits the description of being in a major storyline or has the star power?
Well, hold on. We hit around it, but essentially what happened was at the media scrum after Bad Blood, Triple H was asked why there have been no African American talent on the main card of any PLE since WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we're talking about. So Triple H, and we'll expand upon it, but essentially said he just sees talent, he doesn't see whatever. You know, the standard corporate response.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, so I just wanted to make sure everybody knew what we were talking about.
Yes.
So you were saying, do you know anybody, blah, blah.
Can you really think of anybody on either roster, Raw or SmackDown, of that particular shade? I don't want to come off sound like a damn racist. Anybody of
Any
African
black
American?
wrestlers.
There we go. That is doing anything to really contribute to any major storylines right now, or has the fucking star power to be in that conversation of I should be on the next pay-per-view. I'm waiting.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, unless you're talking about the tag team division.
Well, even in the tag team division. Let me give you this. Who's the NXT champion right now on the third brand? Trick Williams.
Yeah, it was specifically the main roster, though.
But still, who is their North American champion?
I have no fucking idea.
Bubba something. He's a big ass Big E looking motherfucker.
Yeah, the only
two main champions
down
on
there I know is Roxanne for us. So.
Yeah, the two main champions of a brand are African American, and they main event every night and every NXT show. whether it's pay-per-view or weekly. Now, go to the fucking main roster. Nobody has that fucking star power right now. He's trying to build them up. You got to let him fucking cook. Right now, the main cooking is the fucking Samoans. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. It's not like he can snap his fucking fingers and, you know, Kofi Kingston wins the fucking WWE title for no fucking reason. I mean, right now they're cooking with Xavier and Kofi teasing the breakup.
Right.
Let that shit cook. See where that goes.
Yep. Yeah.
I feel it's more or less one of those things where everybody wants it now, and the race card is just such an easy thing to hit on.
Yeah, could be. I mean, like I said, he's booking good wrestling. I mean, I don't know what creative process goes into like starting what the next storyline will be, or why those spots haven't been filled by more people of color.
I got the quote pulled up. I got the quote pulled up if you want me to read it off real quick.
Okay.
This is Triple H's response to that question. I don't see the difference in anybody. I don't see the color. I don't see the nationality. I don't see any of it. I just see talent. I don't see the difference between men and women. I see talent. We tell stories with those talent. How they can handle those stories and how they can represent those stories and how they can bring those stories forwards. I don't keep track of any of that. I do what's relevant and what is best and what is being delivered the best. That's what goes. No different than men and women, who main events, whatever the biggest stories are, that's where we go.
Yep.
End quote.
So,
and
obviously,
I mean, he handled that pretty damn well, I will say.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very, like I said, it's the corporate answer, which is appropriate in that circumstance. Was gonna say, yeah, I've noticed that too, but fuck it, he's not gonna say that. No, but I don't know. It's cool. I'm enjoying the product. Whatever.
Dude, I've been enjoying WWE more in the past year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Than I have since I was fucking 16.
For sure. Cool.
So, whatever he's doing, he's fucking doing it well. I fully endorse it, regardless of your race or nationality.
Yep. All right. Give the platitude so we can get out of here.
Oh, fuck you guys. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this Thursday night is Talking Shit with your boys, Dark Cordz, Draven Grimes, where we talk about a number of topics, including politics, work issues, etc., etc., etc. And of course, every Monday night, you like it, you love it, you need more of it. The original Hill Shut Pack High. This is where my tongue stops working.
Yes.
This is why we only do an hour. The original Heel Shit podcast with your boys, Dark Cordz, Draven Grimes, where next week we will be covering part 2 of the history of TNA. We kind of decided not to hit it back to back this week because of the PLE. So next week, Professor Grimes will be back in session as we cover the Spike TV deal all the way up to the Hogan era. Fuck. And let's see, we did that. We did this. Oh yes, the merch.
The merch
is
beautiful.
As always, we have Heel Shit Podcast merchandise. We have Forbidden Kingdom merchandise. I almost said fucking Transformers. God damn it. Forbidden Kingdom merchandise. We have Retro Dark Cordz, Retro Draven Grimes. We have both versions of the Pole Watcher shirts, which by now, if you don't know what the fuck they're about, the fuck is wrong with you? And, oh yeah, my guy. We kind of have a little announcement for a special guest slot that we're going to be a part of. Want to give a little hint on that one?
You mean about tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're making our first guest appearance on someone else's podcast. It's crazy.
God help.
We'll be shooting it tomorrow night, which is Tuesday night. I don't know if it's live streamed or if it's just pre-recorded for audio, but we'll keep you guys in the loop of where you can find it. Support everybody in the industry, but especially us, and we'll be there, so support it. So
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, let's see. I think that's about all of it. One more time, real quick. If y'all weren't here for the first couple minutes, please. If you're in the wave, Hurricane Milton, and you're in the Gulf Coast, Tampa, Naples, what have you, get the fuck out of there. No piece of property, no piece of material is just, it's not worth it. Your life is worth more than that. Please don't try to be Brody and shit.
yeah,
Be safe.
yeah.
Hunker down,
So,
all that good shit.
hopefully we'll talk to you guys Thursday night if we have power. If not, probably.
Oh yeah, we got
Friday.
this storm coming too. My bad.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll keep you updated. Don't forget to follow our TikTok and Instagram at Heel Shit Podcast on both. We do quick news updates and shorts and stuff like that. So for Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cordz. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. Peace.
Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm.